everybody, welcome to the Comic Game Movie Show. My name is Deshaun, and today I am here to talk about the reveal. Finally, we know what the third movie in the Spider-Man trilogy will be. We know a lot, actually, but let's focus on the title. The title of the latest Spider-Man movie that will come out in about 7 months' time on Christmas is Spider-Man. What was it again? No Way Home. Spider-Man No Way Home. I'm sorry, people. I had to fuck with you. Tom Holland's been fucking with you. Jason, I think his name's Babylon. Babylon's been fucking with you. Zendaya's been fucking with you. I had to wrap it up. It is Spider-Man No Way Home. Now, this is the third of the Home trilogy. Like, I'm pretty sure that's like such a fucking like, he's home with us. He's home with us. So like, if he goes over to Sony, you can't have the homes no more. But I mean, so the thought is too that before I even get into the title, the thought is that this Spider-Man trilogy in the MCU will be a capper, and then he will have another trilogy in high school. Like the characters will upgrade, like the characters will get older and they'll be in college, and then you'll have a trilogy in college, and then you'll have another trilogy when he's an adult and probably die on the third movie. Like that's the idea. At least that's what most people think they're going to do. You know, make it a Harry Potter level thing. Harry Potter had like 7 movies. I believe Harry Potter had 7 movies. I can't remember off the top of my head. I can't, count them, but I believe he had 7 movies. So have same thing, because even a long time ago, Kevin Feige preferred to the Spider-Man like trying to do a Harry Potter slash like a Harry Potter approach to Spider-Man. So a lot of people are just assuming that after this movie he's gonna start a new trilogy, and this trilogy is not gonna have the word home anymore. They're gonna that's probably what they're gonna do. They're gonna replace the word home with something else, and that's gonna be the word for the rest of the the trilogy. But if you notice, each of them have meant something different. Spider-Man Far From Home Spider-Man Homecoming was literally Spider-Man. Not only was it Spider-Man coming home to the MCU, but it was Spider-Man literally back at home after the events of Captain America Civil War. Spider-Man Far From Home was not only literally him being far from home, but it was a metaphor for a lot of other things as well. And Spider-Man Stay at Home, Stay at Home. I'm sorry. Like the way they presented it, it was one of the Spider-Man No Way Home is very indicative of the fact that he can't go home. Now, whether that's because of multiverse shenanigans or whether that's because he's a wanted man, he's a fugitive, he's a wanted man. Like, everyone thinks he's a murderer, and so everyone's going to come after it. So everyone's coming after him. He literally cannot go home. Even if it's because of that, then yeah, the title makes sense. Spider-Man No Way Home. So a lot of people either think it's that, or it could potentially be, which is a lot of people thinking too, the multiverse, which is that he is the reason that the title is Spider-Man No Way Home is because somehow, some way, Spider-Man, like all this multiverse, all this shit we've been hearing about is like multiverse shenanigans, and somehow, some way, he's gonna get lost in the multiverse. You know what it's gonna be? I got this gut feeling it's gonna be something along the lines of he goes to Doctor Strange to ask for help with this situation. Doctor Strange is trying to help him. Something goes terribly wrong, and Peter gets lost in the multiverse, far away from home, and he has no way to get back home. He He has to go on this huge journey, learn shit about himself, learns a lot of stuff about himself, have a whole self-discovery thing, interact with other Spider-Man, maybe interact with other villains that aren't from his world, and by the time he gets back, all that's going to be cleared up. His name might be cleared, like he might have come up with a way to clear his name, all that, like, but the big crux of it is that at a certain point at the majority of this movie, he cannot go home. So Spider-Man No Way Home. There is no way home. There's no way to go back home. There's no way to go. So it does make logical sense. Like the title actually makes sense, and like just like the other titles, it actually plays a thematic, it's a thematic title. It makes sense within the story. Now, that being said, Tom Holland, I did see reports that this is actually Tom Holland's last contractual movie. Like, after this, it's his last contractual Spider-Man movie. So a lot of people are like, wait, like some people are a little worried that like he said that he'll do like he said that he's fine, he'll come back and do more. I think he even said something along the lines of he might even deny this, but I did see it out there, so I figured I would mention it. Is that there is talk that like on his contract, which we kind of heard something along the lines about that a while ago, but it's something more official that this is his last Spider-Man. Like this is his last contractual obligated Spider-Man movie, just like Iron Man 3. No, just like Avengers Age of Ultron was, I believe that was pretty much Robert Downey Jr.'s last contractual obligated movie. Because people might forget about this now. I remember this shit. It was a deal. There was a real possibility. I remembered it because I remember it like it was yesterday. There was a real distinct possibility. And people were talking about it. It's back when John Campbell was like on AMC. It was that long ago. 2015. Maybe 14. I think it was 14 because I think it started being talked about in 14. When people started really talking about like, yo, they might have to recast Robert Downey Jr. And like people started going, oh, well, they do it all the time. And like at that point, people thought that, Marvel would just, buckle. Then Kevin Feige did his thing, got over Ike Perlmutter, talked to Robert, brought out the Brinks truck, and he came back for like 4 more movies. Came back for Civil War, Homecoming, and the 2 Avengers movies. So, like, that's pretty, you know what I mean? So, like, he was supposed to be done. He came back for 4 more movies. So, we know that most likely Tom Holland is going to come back for this. I mean, he's doing a lot of franchises right now. So, the possibility that he might not want to is high. But there's no way in hell his agent's going to let him walk away from that because there's way too much money to make as Spider-Man. And they're like, his agent's going to be like, ha ha. Fuck that Nathan Drake shit. You're gonna be Spider-Man. I'm just saying that's what his agent's gonna say. But yeah, that is the title reveal. I just had to talk about it. I know everyone's talking about it. I just felt like I had to put my 2 cents out there too on this. I'm excited for this movie. I was excited. I will say the movie has changed. I'm nervous, but excited. Nervous, but excited. Because, like I say, you guys have seen my videos. I am a bit nervous about the multiverse thing, but now that I'm thinking about it, I was nervous that all those characters would come into the MCU proper and just be here. And just but I realize now that my nerves were kind of dumb because even when I sit back and think about it, I'm like, no, what's probably going to happen is he's going to get lost in the multiverse. It's not going to affect anything on the regular MCU. Because I will say, that's what I'm precious about. I'm precious about the MCU's continuity because it has such a great continuity. No, it's not perfect, but it's closest thing to it. It has such a good continuity, has such a good synergy, has such good, all of it works. The machinery in the MCU's continuity works. And I was nervous that if they start fucking around with all that Spider-Man shit, it's going to just get fucking messy and it's not going to make any sense. But now that I sit back and think about it, I'm pretty sure he's going to go into those other realms and affect them. But it's not going to be in reverse. Like, he's going to go into the other realms and affect them and then eventually come back to this realm. But by the time he comes back to this realm, all that stuff's not going to affect us. Like, I'm kind of realizing that it's not going to be as big of a deal as I'm making it out to be. It's going to be more about the character of Spider-Man, Peter Parker, and the growth he goes on this crazy journey. And eventually comes back a new changed man and hopefully gets his name, clears his own name. Sorry. Motorcycle going by. But anyways, I'm excited about this. Are you excited about Spider-Man No Way Home? It's coming to us on Christmas Day. Can't wait. Trailer's got to be coming out in about a month maybe. Trailer's got to be coming out. A teaser's got to be coming out not too long from now. Even though we still don't know. Don't know what's going on with Morbius or fucking Venom 2. Which, of course, you know me. I don't give a fuck about those 2 movies. But still, you figure Sony might. I know a lot of people were angry last night, too, on Jimmy Fallon, thinking that he was going to reveal the title and have a trailer or something. And I was like, bro, this is NBC. Yeah, if it was on ABC, it was Kimmel. Yeah, they would have revealed the whole fucking thing. Kimmel gets all the big scoops, okay? Like, everyone else gets the backup stuff. Kimmel's ABC. He's Disney, okay? He gets the big one. He gets the big donut, and you guys get the fucking tiny ones afterwards. Every other fucking guy gets the, you get to sit down after he gets it. He gets the trailer. Like, Kimmel gets, like, everyone else gets a clip. Kimmel gets the fucking trailer. Anywho, thank you guys for joining the Common Game Movie Show. Please like and subscribe. I'm sorry, guys. I just got off work. I'm kind of tired here. I'll see you guys in the next one. Please like, subscribe. See ya.